Oh, okay. So, as in the last video, we have discussed about mixing of non-volatile with volatile, and then we applied Raoult's law in it, right? Now we have actually completed this topic. Now we are moving towards ideal and non-ideal solution. What is difference in them? Today we're gonna look into it. Initially, we will discuss about ideal solution. As the word suggests itself, it is ideal in nature, right? Which cannot be found, but it is ideal. And we will discuss non ideal. All those solutions are ideal solutions which obey Raoult's law. So, all the ideal solutions obey Raoult's law. As we have already discussed about ideal and non-ideal gases as well, right? What were ideal gases? Ideal gases, all gases were ideal gases which obey the ideal gas equation. Okay, so all gases were ideal gases which obey actually ideal gas equation. Here that is same, all solutions are ideal solutions which actually obey Raoult's law, right? There we discuss about the ideal gas equation, but here we have discussed about Raoult's law. So all those solutions will be ideal solutions that obey the Raoult's law, and here non-ideal solutions won't obey Raoult's law. They'll not obey Raoult's law. And what does Raoult's law say in a solution? The vapor pressure of each component is directly proportional to the mole fraction of it, right? So that is what we call the Raoult's law. So all those solutions would be ideal solutions that obey the Raoult's law, and if those solutions do not obey the Raoult's law, they would not be ideal. However, they would be non-ideal solutions, right? So what is the second point here? The second point is here we're gonna have identical bonds, right? Or interaction between the molecules. Between molecules would be ideal, right? Interaction between molecules would be ideal. After mixing, not ideal, however, identical, right? And here in the non-ideal solution, the interaction between the molecules would not be identical after mixing and before mixing, right? Not identical interactions between molecules. Before mixing and after mixing too. Alright, so ideal solution has one more feature. Here the enthalpy change would be equal to 0. The enthalpy change would be equal to 0. right? And here the enthalpy change would not be equal to 0. Here Gibbs free energy would be 0 too. Change in Gibbs free actually. And here Gibbs free change in Gibbs free energy would not be equal to 0 too. Here in the ideal solution, the escaping tendency of A and B in the pure solutions would be equal to the, or would be same, right? Escape tendency in pure liquid is same as solution. But in the non-ideal solutions, that escaping tendency of A and B would not be actually same. They will gonna show some positive and negative deviations. So they will show positive and negative deviation. Negative deviations. The best example of it is benzene plus toluene. Benzene plus toluene. And here the best example of the non-ideal solution is acetone plus ethanol, right? So let's conclude today's topic. What we have discussed today, we have discussed the difference between ideal and non-ideal solutions, right? What are ideal solutions? All those solutions are ideal solutions which obey the also, and the solutions will not obey the also would be non-ideal solutions. In the ideal solution, the interaction between molecules are identical before or after getting it mixed together. But in the non-ideal solution, the interaction between the molecules are not identical at all. In the identical solution, the change in enthalpy is 0. The Gibbs free energy, the change in Gibbs free energy is 0. But in the non-ideal solution, the change in enthalpy is not 0. The change in Gibbs free is not 0 as well, right? So in the ideal solution, again, escaping tendency of A and B in pure liquid is same as in solution. But here in the non-ideal solution, positive and negative deviation would be visible, right, in the non-ideal solutions. So the best example of ideal solution is if we mix benzene with toluene. And on the other hand, the best example of non-ideal solution is acetone plus ethanol. If we mix acetone with ethanol, that would not be of course ideal, but however it would be non-ideal solution.